What's up, brick builders? Today's build is Stephanie's Outdoor Bakery. This is set number 3930-1. Year it came out was 2012. Age groups 5 plus, and it's got a piece count of 45. Hello folks, Sean from BRIT'N Bricks. Welcome to another build video. It's another one of those Lego Friends sets. This actually does feature the mini doll Stephanie. The last couple of we did not have any mini dolls, and there's quite a few people in the comments that are like, where's the mini doll? Some of them don't come with it and some do. This one does. This one has an oven, a sink, table, a picnic table or with an umbrella on it. And it's got some milk, and it's got all the ingredients as well, plus the mini doll. So let's dive in and build it, shall we? Oh, there's our parts and pieces. The usual you would expect for a Lego Friends set, which would be fairly bright and vibrant colours. So we're going to build Stephanie first, and first of all we got this printed body here with the hearts on the this looks like a tank top, and we've got lavender shorts or a skirt, I think that's a skirt, with some pink slippers or shoes. Join the body together. Body is the light nugget or nougat. We've got these really long arms, which is characteristic of Lego Friends mini dolls. Then we got this super cool printed face with a little bit of definition to the shape of the face, giving the nose and a little bit of the cheeks. Gonna pop that onto that piece there on her neck. Now she needs some hair. So we got this soft plastic hair with 2 holes in it, one on the top, one on the side for a bow. You put whatever you like on there. I'll pop that on top of it. And there is Stephanie. Yay! Hello, Stephanie. Good to see you. Ready to do some baking in the outdoors. So first of all, Stephanie needs a nice little display table. So we're going to take 2 2x2 lime circular bricks. I'm going to put those 2 together. It's going to be the base of the table, and then we want the tabletop, and that is going to be a 4x4 white circular plate with a hole in the middle. The hole in the 2x2 round bricks is also important because we need an umbrella, and the umbrella is going to be this bar here with a little stopper 3/4 or quarter of the way through the bar. That's just going to go with the stopper in. We're going to go stopper side down and push that straight in there, and you got this really nice seal where that stopper goes and the hole in the plate. So that's really, really cool. And then we're going to put the umbrella on. So we've got a 2x2 in radar dish, and it's printed with this little pattern across there. We're going to pop that on top as a solid stud top of the radar, and that is the table. Okay, so there's our table. So Stephanie's display table. Now we want some milk, because you do. It's ingredients, and we got this printed brick here with a cow on the front and a little flower at the top there. This is in medium blue, and then we want the top of the carton, because it's a milk carton, and that is a white 1x1 mini mountain. Go pop that on there, and we just go pop that on the table. Yay! Now we need something else to display, and that's a cake. So we're going to take a reddish brown 1x1 plate, and then we want this flower element, which is going to be decoration for whatever it is, the brownie or whatever, in dark pink with the 4 petals on it. Pop that on top. That makes a nice little cake decoration. There we go. And we're going to pop that on the table as well. There we go. Now we're displaying the wares and the ingredients. Pop that there. We want a nice little cup or glass of pink stuff, fizzy pink stuff. So we got a trans clear glass piece there. That is a minifig accessory. And then we're going to put a 1x1 pink stud in the top. It could be the blender actually, you know, like the blender cup with the top on there. And you go pop that on the table as well. I'm going to pop that a bit further in the table. I don't want that falling off, smashing everywhere. Right, so there's our little table there, full of all sorts of interesting pieces already. We got the milk carton, we got the glass, we've got the brownie or cake. Very cool. And we want a stool because Stephanie needs to sit at the table. So we got another 2x2 round lime green circular brick. And we've got a tile 2x2 white, period correct. It had the X on the underneath, not the tube. If you've got the tube, that's all right, it'll work. And we're just going to marry those together. And that is our little stool. Just going to put that aside there. Now Stephanie can sit down. She'll probably fall over a couple of times. Just sit down at the table. You can't get your feet under there, can you, Stephanie? No. So you're just going to fly off there because Sean's... There we go. Right, so Stephanie's happily sitting there now. First of all, we need an oven to make the cake or more cakes. So we've got a 2x4 lime plate and we've got a 2x2 lime brick. We're going to put 2 bricks on top of each other, 2 lime bricks on top of each other like that. And this space here is going to be for our oven. And our oven's going to be this 2x2 by 2 brick high mailbox element or container. And we're just going to pop that right next to it so you can see it's nice and level across there. And then we want the front, and the front was trans clear, okay? Because you got to see your stuff burning. So go pop that in there, and that clips in nice and easy. On the top here, we're going to put 4 1x1 black circular plates or studs, and those are going to be either 4 burnt cakes, or I think they're actually your hob rings. So those could be your hob rings there, and we want a cake to put into the oven. We're going to open the oven, and we're going to make the cake with a tan 1x2 plate. We're going to put some yummy 1x1 pink circular pieces on there to act as some filling. And then we've got this reddish brown 1x2 tile, and that's going to be the topping. It kind of looks like a nice little chocolate topping there. Very nice. We're going to stick that in the oven. That's our cake. Boom. There we go. Cooking on gas is Stephanie. Right, so now we've got a plate. So you see this pink plate here. It's got the tube on the bottom there. We're going to pop that in the top corner there like that. This is to receive the cake. And the cake is going to be made from another 2x2 round circular brick. But this has a texture around it. It's got the lines going down. It's got the axle hole. We're going to cover the top of that with a 1x2 with a 2x2 tan circular plate like that. This gives it kind of a little bit of a topping. And then just to finish it off, we're going to put 2 1x1 pink circular studs on top, and that's the cake. We're just going to put that on there, and that's kind of very loosely, you know, gonna wobble about everywhere and stuff like that. There's no way that sits in there properly, so we're going to pop that there. Try not to knock it over. Now we want, obviously, after you've finished baking and stuff, you need to clean up. So we need a sink. The sink, 2x2, 2x4 white brick. It's the newer version with the supports inside, and we're going to make the sink, and that is going to be these medium azure panels, and period correct, it was the curved sides or curved edges on the top, and we're going to put that in the middle like that, and that one opposite it but in the middle. You can see that that's going to be our sink, and then we're going to put 2 1x2 white bricks, 1 on each side, like so. And then we've got our tap or faucet. Again, period correct. This didn't have a hole in the spout. I'm going to pop that on there like that, and that is going to be your tap. You can see it's quite a nice little bit of part usage. We've seen them be used as taps before. So now we want some bottles on the side, and we're going to take a trans light blue cylinder, 1x1 cylinder, and we're going to put a pink top on top of that. Going to pop that one on there. That's probably your washing up liquid, and I'm not sure what this one's going to be, but this is going to be a very similar sort of thing, but a white cylinder this time with a pink top. Put that next to it like so, and there's our sink so that we can do the washing up. Very simple design, nothing too complicated at all. Even the cake, the oven, some nice little details, especially with the burner rings there and the cake. Very basic build for the oven. Nice part usage with the texture bricks. Then we got Stephanie's bench there, but I think this is probably the better bit. It's got a lot going on with it, with the printed dish and the cartons and the cakes and the drink there and stuff, and a nice easy base for your table. So a pretty decent little set for upgrading your Heart Lake City house. I can't see this being an outside thing, but you could probably make a little I don't know, a little canopy that you could have, and she could have it all laid out there and stuff, so she could do this in the garden when it's nice and sunny. Baking outside. Very small pieces, nice little mini builds. See, there's not really massive builds, but they are great for just sticking in your Heart Lake house or the garden, like say with the little canopy over, and I think that would actually look pretty cool, and have a little bit of a party. Folks, if you enjoyed the video, you want to see some more content like this, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share amongst your friends, family, and anybody else who you think would be interested in this kind of content. Also, put your notifications on to all so you don't miss us in the next one. I'm Sean from BRIT'N Bricks. Peace.